Alright, on today's episode of What I Read Today, it's Black Torch Volume 2. Which, despite the person on the cover, this is really about Reiji and Jiro interacting as this new character is introduced into the group as the third member of Black Torch. He is kind of a prick. He reminds me of Ukishima from Haikyuu. But for some reason, he has Miwa's ability from Jujutsu Kaisen. Overall, I'd say this volume actually has some of the better action in the series. It doesn't have nearly as many problems, though you will occasionally notice that sometimes there's a bit of movement missing. It's like each action in a fight has a start, a middle, and an end. And I noticed that a lot in this series, I've already finished the whole series, that there tends to be either the middle or the end of a movement missing. There's always a nice big flashy movement, but there's always part of it missing, so it feels like they fast forwarded the fight a lot of the time. But in this volume, it's the least noticeable. The action's more well kept. I feel like the editor was a lot more involved with this volume. I will say that I'm liking the character designs in this volume a lot. We're seeing a few more Monoke. I like the kind of punk aesthetic that is running here. We get to see more of Rago in this volume because it's setting up for Rago's backstory in the next volume. This is a video diary. I don't care about spoilers because it's not really a review. There's one thing that I don't know how. I'll just refer to the author as Tanaka. If there's one thing the author's good at, it's these nice big action shots. Maybe not the whole sequence of action, but there's always at least one really good shot. It's like, they know how to make manga look great. They know how to make it entertaining. It's just the movement as you read from panel to panel can get a little bit off, but this is one of the better volumes about it. I would actually refer to this as being the second best of the Black Torch volumes. There's a lot of entertaining stuff that they managed to cram in. And there's a nice backstory about Reiji and Shinji. They are twins, and it's his main, due to the actions in this backstory, it reveals his main motivations going forward. Though I will say that these backstories rely heavily on tropes. The characters still don't feel quite like characters, except for Jiro. And Jiro is the only memorable character from the series. Once again, we get this nice little beginning colored segment. There's some makings for a good manga in here, but unfortunately, with Black Torch, nothing's ever fully realized. It's like, this is like a very good start to his series. And you can tell because a year later, Jujutsu Kaisen is a version of Black Torch, but everything fully realized in it. There's not much that's shown in Black Torch that isn't done better. And while I think the first volume of Black Torch was done better than the first volume of Jujutsu Kaisen, as the volumes go on, I see that Jujutsu Kaisen kept everything a lot more consistent and all the action significantly better paced. It's like Black Torch, it's a nice little quick read. This is the second best of the volumes. The best one's volume 4. Here we see the beginning of some of the problems that plague this series, but you don't see the worst of the problems in the series. I'd say that this is a solid 6 out of 10. It's like it has some problems, but for the most part, it's an extremely solid manga. This volume in particular, very solid. It made me want to keep on reading. It made me excited for the next volume. It did all the jobs it was supposed to do, but it's not gonna be as memorable as many other things on my shelves. It's like, if I were to reread Black Torch, I might reread this, but I'm mostly gonna be rereading Volume 4. It's like, Volume 1, it's a good solid start to the series. Volume 2 has a lot more action than the first volume, and the author is a lot more comfortable when writing at this point, so it doesn't feel as awkward. But this whole series relies heavily on tropes, and when this volume is showing the beginning of 2 backstories and the introduction of a character, the tropes lean hard in this. That's the best I could say about it. It's still one of the better volumes, and that's why I say it's better than Volume 1. But it's not the best of the volumes due to the awkwardness of the action, because while the action's not as bad as Volume 3, it's still not that good. This volume has a bunch of pretty nice wide shots, but I'll say that it's a solid 7 out of 10.